Two people were hurt after police say two teens were shooting BBs at people downtown last night. They were quickly caught and saw a judge today. Diana Rocco has that story.
This all started when two people alerted police that they had been shot by a BB gun not far from Central Precinct. Police put eyes in the sky, and it wasn't long before the suspects were caught. Hit by BB fire on a crowded, busy downtown street. Police say it happened at 10:30 Wednesday night on Commerce Street and then 5 minutes later on 6th Avenue South. Both times the victims reported the BB fire coming from inside a gray Denali as it drove by. Police launched a helicopter and tracked the vehicle to I-40 heading towards Dixon, where two teens were arrested.
Honestly, in this day and age, no. It's not surprising. Nobody should be shot with BBs while they're on vacation, and especially in a lovely city like this.
Police say a 14-year-old and a 16-year-old from Charlotte, Tennessee were charged with multiple counts of aggravated assault and reckless endangerment. Tyson Lepresti is visiting from California. He's glad the teens were caught and no one was seriously hurt, considering the incident could have ended much worse.
There might be unintended consequences for sure, and if you mess with the wrong person, then that would be not good for both parties involved.
And because the suspects are juveniles, police will not be releasing their identity. In Nashville, I'm Diana Rocco, WSMV4.